What is up, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Tonight I wanted to share with you a penny stock that might catch your interest because it has the potential to grow multiple times over, and it's also looking like a solid stock. If this sounds like something you're interested in, let's get started. Now, the stock we are going to be talking about tonight is SunHydrogen. Ticker symbol HYSR, and formerly known as HyperSolar. They are trying to create an amazing new technology to create green hydrogen from nothing but sunlight and water. Now, for those who don't know, hydrogen has been around as a source of energy for our use for 50 or 60 years. However, it usually comes in tiers of gray, brown, or blue. And blue is currently the most environmentally and economically friendly, where brown is the least. Now, the amazing thing about SunHydrogen's technology is if they're able to make it come to fruition and need nothing but sunlight and water, it will make hydrogen completely green and completely sustainable for extremely cheap. This company was started back in, I believe, 2010, first partnering with the University of Iowa to start their research, and now it has grown, it has made milestones. However, the stock, while it was much higher then and is much lower now, currently trading for about 2 cents per share, I think they have a bright future ahead of them. And honestly, the possibilities with this stock is endless, whether they get bought out by another company or they make it big. I mean, take for example Celsius Energy. Their stock currently trading for over $200 a share. Back in 2010, it was trading for about 25 cents. So I believe it has that same kind of potential. I personally owned SunHydrogen for years and I keep buying in, but they have just released some amazing new news. Alright, and that is that they have been upgraded from the over-the-counter Pink Sheets, right, which is what we typically think of when we think of over-the-counter. Super risky, super possibly scammy, extremely volatile investments that we're not really sure. In fact, you're almost better going to play a lottery game or a scratch off or something of the sorts. However, at the beginning of this month, they were upgraded from the Pink Sheets to the over-the-counter QB, also known as the Venture tier. Now, there are 3 tiers for over-the-counter stocks. There is the over-the-counter Pink Sheets, which is what we typically think of, right, in Wolf of Wall Street. This is what they were using to scam people. There's the over-the-counter Venture tier. Now, the Venture tier is used primarily for startup companies and small companies who they're not really big. They can't really afford going onto a major stock exchange. However, they have been around. They have a little bit more reliability. They have more requirements fiscally with the SEC. All right, so this is a pretty big jump. And now that 3rd tier is going to be the over-the-counter QX. This is typically where foreign large companies come to the US to trade on if they don't want to pay standard like NASDAQ and S&P 500, those kind of exchanges. They don't want to pay those fees, or large companies that just simply haven't met the monetary or time requirements in order to be upgraded to those exchanges. However, the fact that they are on the Venture tier, they are at the very least legit. Now, they are still extremely volatile and extremely risky, and I do encourage you doing your own research, as I'm just a guy here talking about stocks and crypto that I like, right? However, you know that at the very least, they are a legitimate company. This is huge. It also opens up the door to more investors, and it opens up the possibility for them to earn cash flow from different sources. Now, as far as their milestones that they've reached, they have partnered with various companies worldwide, predominantly in the US, Germany, and South Korea, to help manufacture the different parts for their technology to split hydrogen and oxygen from water and sunlight. All right, and they are trying to bring it up to a commercial grade scale. We've already seen a prototype of this in the past. I believe it was late last year or early this year, and now we're just waiting for a product, a marketable product. Hopefully, they should have a product sometime next year. That is what I'm really hoping for. Now, to demonstrate the growth, anyone who's seen this stock before or has seen it in the early 2010s knows that this stock used to be 25 cents a share when it first came out, right? During the IPO, it was about 25 cents a share, give or take. it fell to a record low of 1/10 of 1 penny per share. When I found the stock, I personally found it at about 1/5 of 1 penny per share. So technical difficulties with the camera, video cut out. So as I was saying, when I found this stock, it was trading for about 1/5 of a penny per share, a little bit higher than its all-time lows. So basically 1 penny got me 5 shares. So I bought in, and I bought a lot. All right. And now over the years, I've only been accumulating more. I've been dollar cost averaging up because the stock has only gone up since then. However, back in 2021, during the midst of the COVID pandemic, it reached a high of 37 cents. Now, this was not just a high in recent times. This was also an all-time high for the stock. However, today it's trading about 2 cents per share, up about 40% from last week where it was trading about 1.5 cents. This might not seem nearly as great as 37 cents. However, compared to before, it is much higher. It's about 10 times higher, and it's also been where it's hovering for the past 2 or 3 years, between the 1.5 and 3 cent mark. But we already see the growth from where I first found it to now is about 10 times, right? About 1,000%. And if this company can grow the way I think it can grow, and if it is able to do what I think it can do, that all-time high of 37 cents is going to seem like nothing but a drop in the bucket. That is just how crazy the growth is potentially in this company, and I'm firmly believing in it. I plan to do a reveal soon where you can see exactly how much I'm holding and what other assets I'm holding. And this goes for everything from my speculative penny stocks such as SunHydrogen, as well as my crypto and my dividend and growth investments. Now, with that said, if you've liked this video and everything you've seen so far, please consider subscribing to the channel, liking the video, or leaving a comment down below. It really will help the channel grow, and I also just get really happy and excited when I see people enjoying the content I make. As for the comments, I might not respond, but I do see all of them, and if you have got positive, or even not even positive, but negative feedback, something I can learn or take away from, please let me know. I'd be happy to see what you think in the comments. With that said, until next time.